has and did run to bring his disciples word. Mark, neither said they anything to any man, for they were afraid. And returned and told all these things to the 11. That's the best explanation, that they did actually tell someone. I'm not going to have from the sepulchre again, because I already used that. But Luke, and returned and told all these things to the 11 and to all the rest. And then it has the mention of who the women are, but I'm not going to repeat who they are. So I have the last part of verse 10, which told these things to the apostles. I'm going to add apostles after 11. Apostles and to all the rest. Told these things. So told is in two places in Luke. Let me see what other words are repeated in Matthew and Mark. Matthew, he went to tell his disciples. He went to tell and told. So I'm not going to have tell and told. To. So that word to is also Matthew. Matthew continues, when they were going, behold, some of the watch came into the city. So it doesn't have the women did tell the story to the disciples. It just skips scenes to the soldiers. So that and from 9 can be from Matthew as well. Did run to bring his disciples word. I think I'm going to have returned to his disciples, because his disciples are mentioned two places in Matthew. Luke doesn't have disciples, has apostles. But the disciples are more than just the 12. It clearly says in Luke, and to all the rest. Those could be his other disciples, not the apostles. I'm wondering if I could put to bring his disciples word from Matthew 28:8. Before or after, neither said they anything to any man, for they were afraid. I could put it before it explains that they were trembling with fear. They ran from the sepulchre to bring word to the disciples, trembling with fear and were amazed. and returned and told all these things to the 11 apostles. So if I put it at the beginning, it would be where they're going to. But I don't think that's necessary because it clearly was mentioned by Jesus. Go tell my brethren that they go into Galilee and they shall see me. So saying that they then departed and did run quickly from the sepulchre, you already know where they're going. And returned, I could put it right there, and returned to bring his disciples word, and told all these things to the 11 apostles. But could go right there. And returned to bring his disciples word, and told all these things to the 11 apostles and to all the rest. That's repetitive. His disciples, the 11 apostles, and all the rest. The disciples are all the rest. Yeah, I think I'd rather just leave it out. And returned and told all these things to the 11 apostles and to all the rest. That summarizes everything, because Luke includes all the rest. He says all the rest, so yeah. Mary Magdalene came and told. So this "and told" is also John. The disciples, so this "the" is also John. I'm going to use apostles instead of disciples. That she had seen. Well, these things are what they had seen. If there's another "they," I could say that they had seen. Is there a "they" I don't use? Okay, there is a "they." Matthew and Mark. So I'm going to take the "they" from Matthew, John. That "they" is from Matthew. John again had seen the Lord. John finishes in that he had spoken these things to her. And that he had spoken these things to her. Not just her. I need another "them." Or actually just spoken these things. If I leave off "to" and "her," then I wouldn't need to change "her" with "them." Yeah, I'm going to do that. Leave off "to" and "her." He had spoken these things. Luke has, and their words seemed to them as idle tales, and they believed them not.